here we are, day 7. I had the worst night's sleep again last night. So since I've got clean, I've had one good night. Last night was terrible. It's to be expected, I know. Just literally, I cannot sleep. People are saying, oh, take this, take that. Listen, guys, I don't want to take anything. The whole point of me going clean is to stay away from everything. I used to have problems with sleeping tablets, Valiums, that sort of stuff. So I'm staying well clear of everything right now. I'm just going to ride it out as well. I'm going to ride it till I get back to normal. My body will adjust eventually. Until then, I'm just going to have to work out. Just have to live on hardly any sleep. So it is what it is. But apart from that, again, feeling good. Got a busy day ahead of me, which is good. Always good to stay busy, remember. Always stay focused, always have something planned in the day. Again, I am training today, so I'm hoping we're going to have another good day in the locker. Again, feeling powerful, feeling good, focused. I'm actually looking into a few more things now with a few businesses. So yeah, my mind's getting a little bit clearer now. I know it's going to come in waves. People keep messaging me, listen, it does come in waves. I know that, I've been here before. So, but the idea of this is to show you that it will come in waves, and there's going to be a lot of ups and downs, like you've seen in some of my videos. The mornings I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Come the afternoon, I'm climbing the walls. So there is ups and downs, but I'm hoping today there won't be. That's the aim of the game, really, isn't it? To stay as level-headed as we can without having too much ups and downs. Okay. Now, I'm also going to start. I actually feel really well, so I'm going to probably give it another day or so, and I'm actually going to start working on the reasons why. How am I going to do that? Because I'm actually helping someone else who is a lot further along than me. Okay, so I mean, with addictions, a lot of it comes down to trauma that's happened in our life that we haven't dealt with. This particular person has similar things to me with parents, but he's got some insecurities that he needs to work on. I'm not going to talk other people's business on here, but I'm going to do the same. So what I'm actually going to do is, now I feel ready, I'm going to now write it down. Okay, so I'm going to write down how everything's made me feel. Okay, because that is the key to this, right? It's the emotions that I'm running from. The emotions that we run from to take our drugs, so we numb them. So what do we need to do? We need to bring them out. We need to bring them out, feel them, deal with them, and forgive them. I know a lot of people are going to be like, there's no way I'm forgiving what's happened to me. Listen to me now. You have to. That is part of this. If you do not forgive what has happened to you in the past, you will never ever be present in your future. Okay, the one thing I will always say to you people, right, is that whatever's happened to you in your past, good or bad, it is the past. If you let something in your past have a hold over your present, you'll never ever be able to look forward, right? You'll always have one eye in the back of your head looking back at that trauma. So this is the key thing to doing this. I've done this so many times before, and some of you are going to go, well, why have you relapsed then? Because of course you'll find, for me, one of the massive things, if you've read my book, of course, was my best mate Spud dying. I had a car crash when I was 17. My best friend passed away. They tried to arrest me for death by dangerous driving and put me inside for 14 years. I then went to the biggest court in the country, which is the Old Bailey in London, and you've got a 70% conviction rate. So I only had 30% chance of walking out of there. And I was only 17, 18 at the time. So it really mashed my head up, my life. The fact that my best friend wasn't here for a mistake I made, and I could not cope with that. So a majority of the time I've been using through my life was escalated by that, right? Now, it turns out that there's some stuff even before that. Relationships with my parents, that have been brought up recently, because a lot of you know I don't really speak to my parents, right? But they have surfaced over the last sort of year. When I got stabbed, they surfaced, then they disappeared after I got stabbed, And then they've resurfaced again, and of course this is where I'm at. Well, day 7 coming to an end. It's been all right, to be fair, can't complain. Came back, the maddest training session. I was in there for nearly 3 hours, proper loving it. I was going through my phone and I was looking through some messages with Stu. I know I sent a couple to Ginge, it made me go over. One of them was about my birthday. It fucking broke me, man, because basically he knew I was in hell, and it choked me up because he won't get to see it. But I will make it the best one yet for him. Yeah, I was going through some messages, and I'll tell you, the pain that I felt, I used that pain, right? I used that pain to push me even harder. And that's saying embrace the pain, right? That's exactly what I did today. I used that pain, and that pain that I would normally run from, I would normally run and go and take my drug. I used it, but I used it in a positive manner. So I read that message, I sat on that bench, I put 220 kilos on it. And it's only my second week back. Like, you should really warm back up to that sort of weight. But in my head, I knew it was light as a feather. I knew I was going to push it because the pain I felt, there was nothing I weren't going to push today. So yeah, I slapped that up a few. I think I got 3 clean reps. Definitely going to go for my record this year, this bulk. So this winter, what have I got? I've got December and January to go yet, and I've got to beat 250 kilos. So doable, very, very doable. But yeah, so when we have that sort of pain, hurt, instead of running from it like I was used to doing, I stuck around, I made myself feel it, and I used that pain as an advantage and into my benefit, and I pushed the weight. So I'm going to try and do that with not just that in my life, I'm going to try and do that with everything. You know, like when I said to you, I'm going to open up some wounds, some past, and try and heal the reasons why I've relapsed recently. I'm going to do that as well. So today was sort of a test for me. But it did break me. I miss him. I do. I miss my bro. And do you know what I'm saying? I've never cuddled a man. Like, I never cuddled my dad. My dad was never like that sort of person. But Stu would always put his arms around me, give me the biggest cuddle, and want another strong cuddle for my brother, you know, because it was almost like those cuddles were like, everything's gonna be all right, you're good, you know. So I do miss it. And to know I'm never gonna get one again is very, very tough. It's very, very tough. But yeah, I've got through my day 7, and you know something, I'm quite proud of myself for opening a wound of pain that is very, very raw with Stuart. And I didn't run. I did break down. As I said, I embraced the pain, and I used that pain to push myself forward. And I think that's going to be the key this time around, is to push forward. No matter what, going back is not an option now.